This is Smack It Back, the trivia game with a twist. And now, here's your host, Jeff Lyons.
And welcome again. We start off our Smack It Back game with another celebrity round, and this is a lot of fun because we have Dennis John Bailey and Diane Douglas from our radio partners, 104 FM WIKY. Thanks for joining us this afternoon.
Hey, Jeff, thanks for asking.
A lot of the tri-states probably curious to see what you look like. And
Oh
so
my
here
gosh.
they are. If you listen to them every morning on the way to work. And no, wait, stay with us. It's going to be a lot of fun. We have trivia questions here with a twist, as Sam said. And we're going to figure out what that twist is here in just a minute. But let's meet our contestants first. Dennis, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I've been, doing mornings with Diane now for over 10 years here at WYKY in Evansville. We love it. A couple of our daughters grew up here. We also have a son. He lives in Los Angeles. Have one daughter in in New York, and then we have one that just graduated from Ball State just last week, in fact.
Good for you. All right. Well, let's hear it for the Cardinals up there at Ball State. All right. And over to Diane. What's your story, Diane?
Well, I moved to Evansville 16 years ago.
Wow,
I
from
know,
where?
From Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Okay.
Hence, that's the reason I'm a Packers fan.
Yeah.
And I met my husband, who is a native West Sider. So I got married about 10 years ago in January. Dennis and I have been, 12 years we've been doing the Wiki Morning Show. 12
got to
years.
keep track of these
Man, I
things.
guess
Well,
All
you
right.
see, it's this radio marriage.
Yeah.
But,
we know how that works.
But
All
I love
Well, maybe we
Evansville. It's a
don't.
great place.
Maybe we don't want to know how that works. All right, and they're both playing for Riley Children's Miracle Network Hospital. I didn't say that
Riley
right, did I?
Hospital for Children.
There you go. I got it turned around just a little bit. But anyhow, they are playing for charity. We have $600 up for grabs, and we're going to start the game right now. So we've talked about the rules before.
Right.
You will be picking categories for each other. Questions start out worth 1 point, and then as they're passed, if they're passed, they become worth 2 or 3. And the goal here is to spell the word Smack It Back. Let's look at the categories right now. Dennis, we flipped a coin earlier, and you will be choosing the first category here of the game for Diane Douglas. So what do you want to choose?
Boy, I'll tell you what. Well, the first category I see is celebrity weddings, and she's my go-to when I need to know about celebrity weddings. I'm not so sure.
Okay, celebrity weddings it is. Now, Diane, you see celebrity weddings here on the screen. In 2015, Mary-Kate Olsen married a man whose half-brother served as president of what country? Now, you can either answer that, or you can smack it back to Dennis for 2 points if you don't think he knows. Or maybe he does.
I think I'm going to smack it back to you.
Smack it back. All right, there we go. Smacking it over, Dennis. Now we're 2 points. What do you want to choose? Do you want to play, or do you want to...
Yeah, let's play.
You're going to play
Let's
it.
go ahead and
All
give
right,
it a
here we
try.
go.
I'm
There are
gonna
your
give it a try.
choices. Was it France, Italy, Spain, or Greece?
Ooh, let's see. It was Mary-Kate Olsen, man, and it seemed to be, the half-brother. Didn't they marry somebody like really old?
I think so. You got 9 seconds here. 8,
Okay.
7. The clock is ticking.
All right, I'm going to go with Greece.
Greece? Oh, it was France. How about that? Diane, you got 2 points.
Hey,
Oh,
I didn't
Dennis.
even
Way
have to do
go.
anything.
All right. Did you know it was France?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay. Well, see, so you probably minimized the damage there had you smacked it
Probably.
back. All right, Diane, you're choosing for Dennis right now. We've added another category there, party time.
I think maybe I will choose party time.
Party
for
time
you.
it is. I figured you would. Okay, Dennis, the Boston Tea Party took place in what year?
Ooh, you see, this is interesting because Diane is a history major. I know that. But does she know the year? This is kind of tricky. I think I'm going to smack it back.
Smack it back.
Okay.
All right, now it's worth 2 points, Diane, if you can answer the year that the Boston Tea Party took place.
Oh, well, I'll give it a try.
You're going to try it. Okay, here we go. Is it 1690, 1735, 1773, or 1801?
I'm gonna guess.
Okay, that's allowed.
1773.
Is right, and you have 4 points now. You move up on the board. Dennis, she's shutting you out here. You got to do something.
She's
here
already
quickly.
embarrassing me, you know?
All right, Dennis, you're choosing for Diane now. The Bloody Truth added to the board.
Let's go with Native Americans.
Native Americans it is. All right, Diane, what Indian tribe has the largest American population?
That one's a tough one, but you probably know this.
He's been around. What do you want to do?
I'm going to smack it back
You're going
to
to
you.
smack it back. Okay, 2 points. Dennis, you want to answer that one, or do you
Yeah.
think maybe she doesn't know at all?
Jeff, I think I have an idea of who it is anyway, but yeah, I want to play.
You're going to play it.
Yeah.
Okay, you got 20 seconds. Cherokee, Navajo, Apache, or Sioux?
Oh, you see now, what I thought was the right answer. Now I've got a choice. I'm still going to stick with it. I have a feeling it's the Cherokee.
The Cherokee is wrong. It's the Navajo,
See,
and
that's-
Diane jets ahead there. My goodness. Who knew? Well, somebody knew. All right, we're going to
Not me.
move on. Diane, you're now choosing for Dennis, and we have French on the board now.
Okay, let's try the bloody truth.
The bloody truth. Dennis, the term RH factor comes from its association with what animal?
Oh, I'm smacking this back.
You're going to smack
Oh,
it
yeah.
back. Okay,
Absolutely.
Diane, we're two. What do you want to do? You
Well,
wanna
I'll
try
give it
that
a
one?
try.
You're going to try it? Okay, so we're going to play. Is it a rat, a rhinoceros, a monkey, or a moth?
Rat.
Nope. Sorry about that. It's the rhesus monkey. That's how it got its name. So Dennis got 2 points the easy way there.
See? Yeah, I
sure
That's
did.
right.
No,
She
yeah.
took her pint of blood there. All right. Let's go ahead. Dennis, you are now choosing for Diane. What do you want to pick for her?
I don't know. I mean, she just threw me a bone. I'm not so sure. Let's see. I'm going to go with. Let's go with TV ads.
TV ads it is. Okay, Diane. What football hero did commercials for popcorn poppers and pantyhose?
Well, I think I can answer this one.
Okay. Do you want to answer or do you want
Yes.
to smack it back? I figured you might. What do you want to choose? Who do you want to choose?
Joe
I mean,
Namath.
who wouldn't choose Joe Namath? That's right, and you have 1 point, so you move right on up there, Diane. Good work on that one. And now we have Diane selecting for Dennis.
Let's try First Ladies.
First ladies it is. Dennis, which of these was Eleanor Roosevelt's maiden name?
Ooh, that's a good one. That is an excellent question. I'm going to try this one.
You're going to try it, all right? Smythe, Gibson, Thomas, or Roosevelt?
Why did I try this one? This is strictly a guess. I'm going with Thomas.
Thomas Roosevelt. Remember, they were distant cousins.
Oh,
All right, now Diane only
Trick
needs 1
question.
point. The pressure's on here. The Vice Titans, and Dennis, you're picking for Diane.
Again?
Do or die time. Yes, yes.
Well, she's married to a PGA pro. I can't do that. Her sister speaks French fluently.
Well, that doesn't mean
Pop
anything.
music is our stock and trade, so we're going to have to go, I guess, with presidential hobbies.
Okay, presidential hobbies. Diane, you could win it if you know the answer to this one. Who was the only U.S. president to hold a pilot's license and shoot a hole-in-one in golf? I'll give you 4 presidents. You could take a 1 in 4 chance. You could smack it back to Dennis, risking that he might know and get the 2 points. Or you could smack
I'm
it
gonna
back to
smack
you,
it
too. You're
back.
going to smack it back. Okay, Dennis, we're 2 points to you right now. You could throw it over to her, but beware, she could win.
Yeah,
and
of
if you
course
miss,
she
she'll win too.
Right.
She's going to win either way.
I think I have an idea. Well, of course, I've said this the entire game, haven't I?
We all have good ideas.
No, I'll give
good
it a try.
intentions.
I'll give it a
You're
try.
going to try. Okay, that's the spirit. Is it Kennedy, Roosevelt, Eisenhower, or Ford?
I think it's Gerald Ford.
Gerald Ford. It's Dwight Eisenhower.
What?
Sorry about that. Diane wins the game. How about that? All right. Good showing there by the Wiki Morning team. And you know, I mean, you guys, you do a pop culture quiz, a trivia quiz on the air all the time. Have these been difficult? I
Yes.
guess I'm asking the wrong guy here. Yes, what are you going to say?
Right.
All right, so Diane, you got $200 to go to Riley.
Okay.
And we're going to take a short break. When we come back, you'll play our first Blitz round. You're going to love that.
Okay.
So stick with us here on Smack It Back. We'll be back in just a minute. We're back with the first of our 2 Smack It Back blitzes. Diane, you won that first game handily, so now you get to add another $100. You're
Okay.
playing for that. A little pressure here, but not too much. You seem to handle yourself well. Now, the way our blitz works is I have 7 questions. You only need to get 5 correct in 40 seconds.
Okay.
If you don't know one or you want to come back, you can pass.
Okay.
Okay. If you miss one, you miss one.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's put 40 seconds on the clock, and the Smack It Back Blitz begins right now. According to the proverb, once bitten, twice what?
Shy.
Correct. What is the capital of Sweden?
Oslo.
No, wrong. What member of the Beatles' real name is Richard Starkey?
Ringo Starr.
Correct. According to the ad, what cigarette would people walk a mile for?
Pass.
Name one of the 2 C's whose names begin with 2 vowels.
2 C's and came with 2 vowels. Pass.
How many C's are in the word acoustics?
3.
Correct. No, wrong. I'm sorry. That what animals are mentioned in the poem Humpty Dumpty?
Humpty. Oh, jeez.
Oh, I'm sorry about that, Diane. Okay, let's go back through here. You know, you had some momentum going there.
I
These blitzes
did.
are tough. You got the proverb there: once bitten, twice shy.
Shy.
You knew that one. What is the capital of Sweden? It's Stockholm.
Stockholm. I was thinking Norway.
Dennis, you can chime in too if you know any of these.
Well, now that I'm
Remember the
looking
bees?
at them, you
Richard
got the
Starkey.
answer.
That's right. According to the ad, what cigarette would people walk a mile for? That's Camel. Name
You
one
would
of
know
the
that.
two seas whose names begin with two vowels. That would be the Aegean or the Ionian. So you had to have
Okay.
two vowels together. How many
Okay.
C's in acoustics? It's A-C, O-U-S-T-I-C-S.
Oh, okay, that's
And then
what tripped
finally,
me up.
what animals are mentioned in the poem Humpty Dumpty? Horses.
Oh, that's
Or
right.
men would qualify. Some men we know might count as animals. Not bad, though. You still have the 200. We're going
Okay.
to come back and play another round here of Smack It Back right after this. Don't you dare go away. All right, let's get rolling here again. That was a great blitz, and we have another game now ready to play. Did you guys have fun the first time around?
Well, sort of, Jeff. Thank you.
You took a moment to think about that. I
No,
love
it's
the
a lot of
ringing
fun.
endorsement
It
over
really
here.
is. It's been a lot of fun.
What time do you guys get up in the morning to do your radio show?
Not nearly as early as Byron Douglas does.
That's right.
About 4:30.
Really?
You know, you guys are already on the air.
Right. A lot of prep goes into it the day before.
You know,
Yeah,
we
we
don't have to build graphics. You know, we don't have to predict the weather.
Just show up and sit in the chair and talk, right? Kind
right.
of like what I'm doing right now. So, but I know everybody loves the Wiki Morning Show, and they love you guys every time I've been out with you two. They
thank you, Jeff.
respond
We love doing
in a
it.
big way. That's right. So, and I think it's great that you're here, just on our show.
Hey,
so we'll
well,
get
thanks
you a
for
little
having
applause
us.
over there. Did you know I actually have an applause button? I can make the audience applause just like that. They might have gone to
Look at
sleep. Okay, let's get into it here. Let's look at Dennis because Diane is picking a category for you. It's U.S. Rivers, World Leaders, Canada, and the ratings game.
Ooh, let's go with the ratings
The
game.
ratings game. Dennis, if a TV show has a 1.6 rating, what percentage of the possible viewers is watching?
That's a tough question. And we deal with radio ratings, but TV, I don't know. That's a good. I'm going to smack this one
Smack it
back.
back. Okay, smacking it over to Diane. Now we're two for
Okay.
your ratings there. What do you want to say? You want to play it or you want to smack it back?
I'm going to smack it back.
Smack it back. 3 points. You have to answer now, Dennis. That's she's thrown down the gauntlet on you here. Is it 1.6, 8, 16, or 32?
This is a guess, of course. I'm going to say 16.
Nope, it's 1.6. Sorry about that. The rating is
I
the
thought-
percentage of possible people who are watching your show. at one
Master
time.
of the
That's
obvious
right.
right here.
That's right.
Exactly right.
I know.
Well,
know.
I
Okay.
thought I wouldn't have guessed that because I would have thought, oh no, they wouldn't have given us
Well,
that.
that's the whole point of Smack It
I
Back.
did-
It's to educate and enlighten the tri-state. That's right. Okay, and help raise money for Riley.
That's
too.
true.
That's always the best part. Dennis, let's pick a category for Diane here.
Let's see. World leaders.
World leaders it is. Diane, what world leader was known as the Little Corporal?
I'll give it a try.
You're going to try it? Okay. Is it Gandhi, Mussolini, Churchill, or Napoleon Bonaparte?
I'm going to guess Napoleon.
And you are correct. He was a little guy, wasn't he? And the little corporal, as it turns out. So you're on the board now with 4 points. Not bad. Dennis, you're still looking for something here.
Yes, I am.
For
Thank
winning.
you, Jeff.
All right,
I
Diane.
noticed.
I just wanted to point that out in case anybody had turned away from their set for just
Right.
the moment. Diane, pick a category for Dennis.
I'm going to pick U.S. rivers.
Okay, U.S. rivers. Dennis, which of these rivers does not merge at Pittsburgh?
I'm taking this.
You're going to take that one, okay. Is it the Allegheny, the Cumberland, the Ohio, or the Monongahela? Does not merge at Pittsburgh.
The Cumberland.
You are on the
All
board.
right.
Oh, hallelujah. I got you back. Okay. That's right. The Tri-State would have sent you down the river if you missed that one. All right, Dennis, pick a category, please, for Diane.
Okay, this is I can't pick cartoons because she knows cartoons really well. I think I'm going to go with Kitty Lit.
Kitty Lit it is. Diane, what did Hans Christian Andersen do for a living?
Wow.
I'm going to give this a try. This
Okay.
is a guess.
Teacher, cobbler, shepherd, or chimney sweep?
Cobbler.
Is right. Good for you, and you got a point. You didn't seem surprised. You knew
No,
it,
I know.
right? Okay. And you can't smack it to Dennis.
No, I'm not
because
gonna
he
give
may
him
have known that. All right, pick a category for Dennis, please.
Let's do High Point Man.
High Point
Because I have
Man.
no idea what that category
Well,
is.
okay, that's one of the fun things about the game too. You never know where it will lead. Dennis, as of 1974, who was the NBA's career scoring leader who was not a center?
You have got me. I got to smack this.
You can, that's the way to play it. So now, Diane, it's worth 2 to you if you can answer, or you can smack it back and make Dennis answer for 3.
I'll try it.
You're going to try it. Okay. Oscar Robertson, John Havlicek, Dominic Wilkins, or Elvin Hayes?
I'm going to go with John Havlicek.
John Havlicek. Sorry about that. It's Oscar Robertson, so you got a point. Look at that. I mean, the game tightened up just by virtue of making the right call there.
Thanks, Diane.
Okay. I'm just trying to build everybody
One
up.
for
All
the
right,
team.
Dennis, it is your turn to pick for Diane again.
All right, let's go with bugs.
Bugs it is. Diane, the male cricket uses what to make his chirping sound?
I'm going to try this
You're
one.
going to try to play it. Is it his spiracles, his antennae, his legs, or his wings?
His legs.
His legs? Oh, no, it's his wings.
Oh, it's his
It's his
wings?
wings. How about that? Okay.
Oh, yeah, I gave you another point.
Etymology on here, yeah. All right, Diane, pick a category for Dennis, if you would.
I'm going to go with Canada.
Canada.
Oh, Canada.
You don't have to sing the song necessarily. Can you tell me, Halifax is the capital of what Canadian province?
I'm going to go with this.
You're going to play that one?
I'm gonna play
Okay.
this one. I think it's Nova Scotia.
And you're right, you tied up the game
Hey!
handily there. Okay, that's a good play there for you. And now we got a barn burner going here. We got to get to the end. Dennis, you're picking a category for Diane.
Let's go with myth and legend.
Myth and legends it is. Diane, Diogenes searched for which of the following? I'll give you 4 and you have to choose.
Diogenes. I'm smacking this
You're going to
back.
smack it back to Mr. Mythology over here, Dennis John Bailey. I'll give you 4.
See, my wife's a teacher and she loved mythology, but none of it rubbed off, as you can
And
tell.
she's not here and you can't make a call to the outside.
That's
so
right.
you're kind of in a pickle.
I'm going to give it a try.
You're going to try it?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
going to try. Why not?
Was it Jesus' cloak, an honest man, the fountain of youth, or the Holy Grail?
I want to say he was searching for an honest man.
And you are correct. Good for
Hey!
you. Wow. Pulling it out of the fire there. All right. Now, Dennis is ahead there. So, Diane, you have to get to work here, too.
I do.
Okay. And you're choosing for Dennis, too.
Oh, I'm going to do presidents.
Presidents, it is. Okay. Dennis, who is the only former U.S. president to serve as a Supreme Court justice? I could tell by your body language you can't wait to answer this
Yeah, I'm gonna
question.
take this one.
But then again, she may not know. So you could get 3 points and
But
be out.
again, she's a history major. I think she might know.
Okay, well, play it safe then. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm
You
gonna
want to
take
play
it,
it?
please.
Okay. Was it Taft, Cleveland, Wilson, or Polk?
It was Taft.
It was William Howard Taft. Correct. And now we are moving along here. Dennis, you need 1 point to win. Diane's still looking for 4, and you're picking for Diane. What do you want to choose?
Well, you know, this was the answer to our cultural quiz question this morning. 30% of men are afraid of dance.
Dance?
Okay.
All right.
That's right.
Oh, I'm going to have to say, let's see, what is a ballet dancer doing when he or she stands on one leg with the other extended backwards?
That's a good question.
That's a very good question.
Yeah, now, Diane, if you answer and miss, Dennis will win.
Well, I'm going to give it a try.
Oh, you're going to give it a try.
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to risk it. Is it a plie, an arabesque, a déboulé, or a balancois?
I'm going to. A balancourt?
Is that how you say that? Oh, and Dennis
Oh,
wins.
see?
How about that? I think I murdered the language there, ballet. My apologies. Wow, Dennis. Not bad. Did you know that?
Sure, Jeff, I knew that.
You knew that. That's the way to say it. But that was actually very thrilling. I mean, it was
Yeah,
right down
I mean-
nip and tuck there to the
It
wire.
was, it
And you
was.
get to play the blitz round. I know that you felt a little left out in the last one, so we're going to let you play and try to
Have fun.
increase the winnings there. So you've won $200. You have a chance now to win another $100 for Riley Children's Hospital, and we're going to find out how Dennis does right after this. Time for our second Smack It Back Blitz. This is where all the pressure comes in, Dennis. You have a chance to win another $100. You did nicely in that last game. But wouldn't it be nice to win just a little more than Diane?
Oh, of course.
Of course,
Absolutely.
right? Bragging rights. Okay.
You bet.
You know how the Blitz work. I have 7 questions. You have to answer 5 correctly in 40 seconds. You can pass a question as we go, but if you miss it, it's dead.
Okay.
You got it?
Got
Okay.
it. All right.
I'm going to put 40 seconds on the clock right now. The Blitz begins right now. What U.S. state has the longest cave system in the world?
Kentucky.
Correct. What was the signature song of the movie Annie?
Sun will come out tomorrow.
Correct. According to legend, what Englishwoman rode naked on horseback?
Godiva.
Correct. You're at 3. In the 70s, who played Bob Newhart's wife on the Bob Newhart Show?
Suzanne.
You're at 4. What is the capital of Montana?
Helena.
Correct, and you win the Blitz, and you become our first Blitz winner, too. My goodness. That was terrific. I mean, I don't even have to recap because you got them all right. I think that deserves a hearty handshake.
Well, thank
at the
you so
very
much,
least.
Jeff. I appreciate
And we're going to total up the winnings and come back and kind of, reconcile the books. So stick with us. We'll be right back to finish out Smack It Back. All right, we are just about out of time here on Smack It Back. I have to thank Dennis. I'm pointing the wrong way. I'm looking at Diane. I'm a ventriloquist here. Dennis John Bailey and Diane Douglas, the morning team on 104 FM, our radio partners here at Channel 14, but also just good friends and good contestants here.
Well, thank
and
you.
for a good cause. You have raised $500 for Riley. Talk a little bit about that. How did you guys get involved with that charity?
Well, for years, we inherited the Radiothon on WIKY, and I mean, over the last 11, 12 years, we've raised over $1 million.
That is really awesome. I mean, $1 million is huge, and maybe that'll be our prize purse here on Smack It Back.
Oh, maybe.
And Diane, what was your involvement with it?
Well, we, as Dennis said, we inherited it together.
Uh-huh.
And I remember the first one, we worked for an entire week, did the Radiothon for an entire weekend, and then worked for the next week. I don't know how we did it. I think we basically almost lost our mind, but it was great because Riley, I bet you can't meet a family in Evansville that has not been affected by Riley.
Right. Okay. Well, that is a great cause indeed. And I want to thank both of you again for taking time out of your busy schedules to come over here and be part of my busy schedule. And we will see you next week here on 14 for Smack It Back. Watch our social media pages for updates on contestant searches and learn more about the game. That'll be on Facebook and also on 14news.com. See you next time.
Smack It Back is owned by Eaton Creations,